War is not always fought with bombs. Sometimes it is fought with belief, with prophecy, with ancient promises written thousands of years ago. Tonight, we enter one of the most dangerous rivalries on Earth. Between Iran and Israel, this is not just politics. This is not just territory. This is a religious confrontation shaping the future of the Middle East, and possibly the world. Every generation witnesses conflict, but some conflicts refuse to die. Iran and Israel have never officially gone to war, yet they're already fighting. Through proxies, through cyber attacks, through assassinations, through ideology. Missiles are only the surface. Underneath lies something far deeper. Two civilizations, two spiritual worldviews, two end-time narratives. Each believes history is moving toward their victory. Each believes God is on their side, and neither intends to back down. To understand this standoff, we must go back, far back, before modern borders, before nuclear threats, before headlines. We must return to faith. Iran is not just a nation. It is a theological state. Its political system is built on Shia Islam. At its center is a belief in a hidden savior, Imam al-Mahdi, the awaited redeemer. Shia doctrine teaches that he disappeared centuries ago, and one day he will return, not peacefully, but during chaos, during injustice, during global collapse. His return signals divine justice and the defeat of tyranny. This belief is not symbolic in Iran. It is institutional. It shapes law, foreign policy, military strategy. Iran operates under a doctrine called Walayat al-Faqih, guardianship of the jurist. It places ultimate authority in the hands of religious leadership. That system was established by Ruhollah Khomeini, and today it is maintained by Ali Khamenei. Under this model, clerics are not advisors. They are rulers. They believe they govern on behalf of the Mahdi. Every action becomes sacred. Every conflict becomes spiritual. Every enemy becomes cosmic. To understand Iran's mindset, you must understand Karbala. In the year 680 AD, Imam Hussein was killed while resisting tyranny. He was outnumbered, surrounded, denied water, then massacred. His death became the emotional core of Shia Islam. It taught one lesson: stand against oppression. Even if you die. Iran internalized this narrative. Their revolution mirrored it. Their foreign policy echoes it. They see themselves as Hussein, and their enemies as Yazid. This is why Iran glorifies martyrdom, why resistance is sacred, why compromise feels like betrayal. Their identity is built on sacrifice, waiting, and ultimate victory. Israel carries its own ancient burden. Judaism is not only a religion, it is a history of exile, of persecution, of survival. After centuries of diaspora, the Jewish people returned to their ancestral land. Modern Israel was born from trauma, especially the Holocaust. That memory never fades. It informs everything. Defense doctrine, preemptive strikes, zero tolerance for existential threats. Sacred locations like Jerusalem, the Temple Mount, and the Wailing Wall are not monuments. They're living theology. They symbolize divine promise and divine testing. Israel also holds messianic expectations. But unlike Iran, their tradition warns of deception, of false redeemers, of apocalyptic chaos before peace. This creates a permanent posture of vigilance. Israel does not believe it can afford patience, only readiness. Now place these two worldviews together. Iran believes it is preparing the world for divine justice. Israel believes it must survive until redemption. Iran views Israel as an obstacle to destiny. Israel views Iran as an existential threat. Iran supports militant groups like Hezbollah and Hamas. Israel conducts covert operations across the region. Assassinations, cyber warfare, airstrikes. Neither side admits everything, but both are fully engaged. This is not a Cold War. It is a silent one, and every year, it grows hotter. Here is the truth rarely spoken aloud. This conflict is not primarily territorial. It is eschatological. End times theology. Iran believes Imam al-Mahdi will return during global injustice. They believe he will defeat al-Dajjal, the great deceiver. They believe resistance accelerates this moment. Israel believes false messiahs bring catastrophe. They believe survival requires relentless vigilance. So when Iran talks about destroying Israel, it is not just rhetoric, it is theological alignment. And when Israel strikes Iranian assets, it is not just defense, it is historical survival instinct. Both sides see themselves inside prophecy. That makes compromise almost impossible. Palestine sits at the heart of this struggle. Iran frames its support as religious obligation. They view Israel's existence as occupation of Muslim land. Jerusalem holds sacred meaning in Islam as well. Iran presents itself as defender of the oppressed. Israel views Palestinian militancy as existential terrorism. Every rocket, every raid, every protest feeds the larger ideological war. Palestine becomes both symbol and battlefield. A living wound. Iran continues expanding regional influence. Israel continues preemptive defense. The world watches nervously, because if this rivalry turns direct, it will not stay local. Oil routes, global markets, superpower alliances, everything is connected. And now, nuclear capability enters the equation. Faith mixed with atomic power. That is a terrifying combination. Iran and Israel are not merely fighting each other. They're fighting history, memory, prophecy, identity. Both believe time favors them. Both believe righteousness is on their side. And until those beliefs change, peace remains distant. Understanding this conflict requires more than politics. It requires listening to ancient narratives, spiritual fears, sacred expectations. Only then can we see the real battlefield. It is not just in Gaza, or Syria, or Tehran, or Tel Aviv. It is inside belief itself. If you want deeper geopolitical analysis like this, explore Documentary Times. And if this documentary helped you understand the hidden layers of this conflict, subscribe, because knowledge is the first step toward peace.